Hey everyone, thank you for watching this video. We are data science graduate students at University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and this is the final presentation on Introduction to Natural Language Processing project that we have undertaken under the guidance of Dr. Doni Diana at UMBC. We aim to develop a game recommendation system using modern NLP techniques on Steam Games reviews data. Before we get started, I would like to introduce the team. We are currently enrolled in Master of Professional Studies in Data Science degree program at UMBC. We are a team of three and we worked collectively to achieve the goal of developing a game recommender system. Let us explain why we chose gaming industry. A video game or computer game is an electronic game that involves interaction with a user interface or input device such as joystick, controller, keyboard, or motion sensing device to generate visual feedback. The customer base of video game has no bounds. People of all age group love video games. And that's why the current estimated customer strength stands at around 2 billion people across the globe. Gaming can be categorized into five main classes, which are console gaming, PC gaming, cloud gaming, VR AR gaming, and mobile gaming. The gaming industry is one of the most exciting industries in technology sector because of its importance to culture, entertainment, and technological advancement. PC, console, and mobile gaming companies are using the latest in tech to bring their games to the screens of their worldwide gamers. According to Mordor Intelligence, the gaming market was valued at 198.40 billion USDs in 2021, and it is expected to reach a value of 339.95 billion USDs by 2027. Due to nationwide lockdowns implemented because of the COVID-19 pandemic, some people turned to game platforms to pass the time. Thus, these platforms attracted hundreds and thousands of new visitors to online traffic. Now, we would like to explain why we chose Steam Gaming Platform for our project. Steam is a video game digital distribution service and storefront by Valve. It was launched as a standalone software client in September 2003 as a way for Valve to provide automatic updates for their games, and then it expanded to distributing and offering third-party game publishers titles. The Steam platform is the largest digital distribution platform for PC gaming, holding around 75% of the market share. Almost 50 to 70% of the world's PC game download takes place on Steam. It has over 30,000 games in its library and around 95 million active users. Therefore, focusing on Steam platform meant creating a benchmark recommender system. Now Shrikirti will explain about recommender system.
Recommender systems are a significant tool in the gaming industry. Let us understand why. The number of games released every year is on rise, and so is the number of gamers worldwide. With increasing number of games releasing every year, it is difficult for the gamers to go through a large catalog to find the game of their interest. Recommender system addresses this issue and helps guide gamers towards games that they are most likely to play, consequently saving them a lot of time. A recommender system is a subclass of information filtering systems that seeks to predict the rating or the preference a user might give to an item. In simple words, it is an algorithm that suggests relevant items to its users. Example, in the case of Netflix, which movie to watch, in case of e-commerce, which product to buy, or in case of Kindle, which book to read, and so on and so forth. In broader terms, there are three main categories of recommender systems. Number 1. Content-based recommender systems, in which relevant items are shown using the content of the previously searched items by the users. Here content refers to the attribute or tag of the product that the user likes. Number 2. Collaborative-based recommender system. Collaborative-based recommender systems can be further categorized into user-based and item-based. Collaborative-based filtering basically means recommending the new items to the users based on the interest and preference of other similar users. This overcomes the disadvantage of content-based filtering as the system will utilize the user interaction instead of content from items used by the users. Number 3. Hybrid recommender systems. A hybrid recommender system is a special type of recommendation system which combines the content and collaborative filtering method. This sometimes helps in overcoming the shortcoming we are facing at using them separately and can be more effective in some cases. Our final dataset only contains the reviews and description of games, and due to this limitation, our project is currently constrained to a content-based recommendation system. The primary dataset we use for this research is published by Antony Subkovics, and it can be retrieved from Kaggle or Zenodo. The main CSV file is around 2 GB large, and it contains over 6.4 million publicly available reviews in English from Steam Reviews portion of Steam Store run by Valve. Each review is described by review text, the ID of the game it belongs to, review sentiment, either positive or negative, and the number of users who thought review was helpful. Apart from the reviews dataset, we scraped and used description text of each game to make the recommender system more meaningful. Additionally, URLs and images of each video game were also scraped to display them in the user interface. Then we proceeded to data pre-processing steps. We removed 3% of the rows that had missing values, and then we removed the duplicated reviews. After that, we cleaned the text by converting it into lowercase, and then removing hashtags, mentions, links, punctuations, non-alphanumeric characters, and some other symbols. Finally, we aggregated the tweets, lemmatized them, tokenized them, and then removed stop words. We utilized term frequency, inverse document frequency, or TF-IDF to vectorize the text, and then we utilized soft cosine similarity measure to find the similarity between pair of games. Soft cosine similarity, or SCM method, is a promising new similarity measurement tool, and we have used it because it allows the assessment of similarity between two documents in a meaningful manner, even in the absence of common words. Through many studies, it has been shown to outperform many of the state-of-the-art methods in the semantic text similarity task in the context of community question answering. The review and description text have been given equal weightage by scaling and adding soft cosine similarity scores of both to get relevant results. Then, we deployed a recommender system through a Streamlit-based web application. First, users can select or search games listed into the drop-down list. Then, they can select the number of recommended games desired. They can view the description, URLs, and overall sentiment of the recommended games. They can also provide their email at the bottom of the application to receive a report of recommendations. To help the game developers, we perform sentiment analysis using TextBlob and Vader to understand the overall emotions associated with the reviews of all the games. Furthermore, we also perform topic modeling through LDA or per topic. It helped in finding the main clusters of the topic in all the reviews. Now Sarang will show how our interactive recommender system is deployed.
Thank you, Kirti.
This is the interface for our video game recommendation engine. From this drop-down list, you can either select or search any game you want. And you can also select the number of recommendations you want. So I want the top 3 recommendations for the game The Witcher 3. And you can basically get like up to top 20 recommendations as shown in this slider. So this is our selected game, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. You can see the sentiments among user reviews here. You can also see the description and URL of the game. And now we can move on to the recommended game. So the topmost game recommended is Lead and Gold, Gangs of the Wild West. And trust me, this game has a very similar environment as to the game that we selected above. You can see the sentiments among reviews here. You can see percentage of users who recommended this game, percentage of users who did not recommend the game, and you can also see the percentage of overall review content that had personal opinions in them. So in technical terms, this is also known as subjectivity. And then there are the other two games that are very similar to the game that we selected. And in the end, you also get an option to email the recommendation report. that is displayed about to your personal email. So you can just input your email in this box and click on submit. And so it says report emailed successfully. Let's check our email. As you can see, I have got an email here, and I have received the report of all the recommended games in my email. So this is the demonstration of our interface. In this slide, figure 1 shows top 5 most similar pairs of games as measured by soft cosine similarity. Figure 2 shows the similarity values of those same games as measured by traditional cosine similarity. For soft cosine similarity, these values seem to be in the range of zero point 0.6 and above, whereas traditional cosine similarity for these same pair of video games are in the range of 0 to 0.003. This seems to be a considerable difference. If we consider the first instance, that is Sniper Elite game to Sniper Ghost, the similarity should be considerable since both are sniper games. But the soft cosine similarity seems to show better results for these games as compared to traditional cosine similarity. This project is a valuable resource for gaming community as it can help a game developer better tailor game content to increase gamer engagement. It can also help a gamer search for more relevant games aligning with his choice quickly. It can also be observed that traditional cosine similarity may not perform as good for the recommender system as soft cosine similarity. Also, the sentimental analysis and topic modeling can provide useful insights that can be utilized by aspiring game developers to accommodate and satisfy a gamer's requirements. For the future scope of the project, this recommender system can also be integrated in a hybrid recommender system once the user data is available. Also, a comparative study of text similarity measures like Jacquard Similarity Index, soft cosine similarity, and traditional cosine similarity can be done. Furthermore, text summarization of reviews of each game can also be performed for insights retrieving purposes. Finally, use of transformers to implement translations can also be explored. It will allow users of other languages to enjoy this application. To add a slight dose of humor, we would like to show some imaginary comic characters finding use of our application. In this slide, we have Nate, who is a gamer in Dilemma, and we have Melissa, his savior. So Nate just finished his game and he is very happy about it. But he suddenly realizes that he don't know which other game to try anymore, and he doesn't want to waste time to get his right choice. So Melissa comes to his aid and then lets him know about this recommender system. Nate now finds a game of his choice and starts enjoying it. In this slide, Steve is a game developer hotshot who has recently joined a startup gaming company. His boss Harvey is skeptical of risking his resources in producing some game that won't work in the market. He wants to be 100% sure of success, but he's not sure how to understand his customers' dynamic moods. That's where Steve jumps in and tells him about the insights given by this recommender system. From overall sentiment of similar games to most frequently discussed topic regarding the game, he has it all. Harvey is amazed and gives Steve a green signal to proceed with the game development.
This slide shows all the online reference, the research papers, the PPT template credits, and icons credit. We got the PPT template from Slidesco, which is an amazing resource for captivating PPTs. We got most of the icons from FreePic, which is a great resource for creating infographics. Again, we would like to thank you for viewing our presentation. If you would like to ask us any questions, you can reach us via email. We will be happy to connect with you and discuss about this project.